Moving to a new home is exciting, right? But let's be real, the packing part can be a huge headache, especially when you get to those delicate, one-of-a-kind items. Well, today, we're going to turn all that stress into total confidence. I'm going to give you the pro-level secrets to make sure every single fragile piece arrives without a scratch.
You know that feeling, right? It's what keeps you up at night before a move. You look at your grandmother's china or that beautiful mirror and just picture the worst. And yeah, a moving truck can be a pretty bumpy ride, but I promise you, a damage-free move is totally within your reach.
And let's be super clear here. We're talking about more than just avoiding a few cracked dishes. These things hold memories. They're part of your story. And a lot of the time, they're also valuable investments. So spending a little time and effort on proper packing is nothing compared to the emotional and financial cost of replacing something so precious.
So where do we even begin? Well, step one is all about protecting your stuff, and that starts with figuring out what actually needs that extra special care. And trust me, it's probably more than you think.
Okay, before you even think about picking up a roll of tape, I want you to do something. Take a walk through your home and make a list. I'm talking glassware, plates, all those picture frames, lamps, and don't forget electronics. Just knowing exactly what you're up against is the key to getting the right supplies and not rushing at the last minute.
All right, you got your list? Perfect. Now it's time to assemble your damage-proof toolkit. Once you know what you're packing, you gotta have the right tools for the job. Think of these supplies as a custom-fit suit of armor for your most treasured belongings.
Now here's something you really need to get. Each of these materials has a very specific job. I know it's tempting to just use old towels or newspapers, but the pro stuff offers way better protection. For instance, did you know the ink on newsprint can actually rub off and stain your china? So bubble wrap is for that amazing cushion. Packing paper is perfect for stuffing things and creating layers, and packing peanuts, they fill in all those dangerous empty spaces so nothing can shift around. And here is an awesome pro secret. It might sound a little weird, but for really heavy things, like a stack of plates, a smaller box is actually your best friend. Why? Because it keeps the weight manageable, which means you're less likely to drop it, and the bottom is less likely to give out. It's a total game changer. Okay, now we're getting to the heart of it, the 3-step packing method. This is the simple, repeatable system that's going to turn all that potential chaos into perfectly organized control. It all comes down to these 3 simple stages. First, you prepare your space. You set yourself up for success. Then, you wrap every single thing individually. No shortcuts here. And finally, you organize the box like you're playing a game of Tetris to make it as stable as possible. If you can master these 3 steps, you've totally got this. First things first, preparation. You need to clear off a big table or a nice clean spot on the floor. Get all your boxes, your bubble wrap, your paper, and your tape all within arm's reach. Think of it like your mission control. A clean, organized workspace is the foundation for getting this done efficiently and without any accidents.
Okay, on to step 2, the wrap. This is where individual attention is everything. Start by stuffing any hollow items, like glasses or vases, with crumpled paper. This gives them crucial internal support so they don't get crushed. Then, wrap each item all by itself and tape it up securely. Oh, and for things with separate parts, like a teapot and its lid, wrap them separately. It's a simple little step that stops them from clanking together and causing those heartbreaking chips and cracks.
And finally, we organize the box itself. Always, and I mean always, start by putting a nice, soft cushion of crumpled paper on the bottom. Then put your heaviest items in first. This creates a stable base so the box doesn't tip over. As you add lighter things on top, fill every single empty space with packing material. The goal is to create a solid, unmoving block inside that box so nothing can shift, but without packing it so tight that you're creating pressure that could cause damage. You've done all the hard work of packing, but you are not done yet. Don't stop now. These final touches, sealing and labeling, are absolutely essential. They're what makes sure all your careful effort actually pays off in the end.
This is not the time to be shy. Grab a big, thick, dark marker and write "Fragile" in huge letters on the top of the box and on at least 2 of the sides. You could even add some arrows pointing up. This is how you communicate with everyone who's going to handle that box. Make it impossible to miss.
So you've taped it up, you've labeled it, but there's still that little voice in your head, right? Is it really safe in there? Well, there's one final test that the pros use to get that complete and total peace of mind. It's called the shake test. It's so simple. Once the box is all sealed up, just carefully lift it and give it a gentle shake. If you hear or feel anything shifting, clinking, or moving around, open it back up and add more packing material. But if all you hear is silence, that, my friend, is the beautiful sound of a job well done. Your items are secure.
So there you have it. Your most precious items are packed safe and sound, and your mind is at ease. Now you can actually start looking forward to the fun part. So my final question for you is this. What's that one special, fragile item that you just can't wait to unwrap and put in its new place to finally make your new house feel like home?